Germantown Fire Department is unique in that we are incredibly passionate about our EMS service delivery. In 2013, the fire department successfully developed and deployed a city-run ambulance service to guarantee our residents receive the highest level of care from first medical contact until they arrived at the hospital, as well as to improve response times. Germantown has a total of 6 ambulances in our fleet.
I'm Billy Freeman with the Germantown Fire Department. I'm a driver paramedic. I'm assigned to Engine 93 C shift. I decided pretty early on why to become a paramedic. When I came on the fire service, I was an EMT, and I noticed majority of the calls we go on are medical calls, and I found myself on a lot of scenes and being able to help a little bit, but not do as much as the paramedics. And I wanted to be the person that could do the most and help the most on the scene. So that kind of pushed me in the direction to become a paramedic.
My name is Wes Jones. I'm a lieutenant with the Germantown Fire Department. I've worked for the city of Germantown for 8 years. As a paramedic or an AEMT, there's a significant amount of continuing education that's required to maintain your license and just to stay up with the current trends. It's kind of goes back to a story they tell people in med school. The day that you leave this class, everything you just learned is old news. And that's the same for what we do. As a paramedic, you're required to have, for the state of Tennessee, 28 hours of continuing education. We teach our continuing education program to the national standard that requires 60 hours per year.
I'm Jerome Cole, I'm the Chief of EMS. The role of the EMS division is a crucial role because you're providing EMS service to those who are in need. We have a team of providers here who are well trained. They're paramedics, they're EMTs, and they're trained for a variety of emergency responses, such as cardiac arrest, respiratory distress, and even traumatic injuries. What sets the Germantown Fire Department aside from other agencies in the area is our quality patient care. We pride ourselves on being patient-centered, providing care with empathy, compassion, and professionalism.
The department uses data-driven methods and internal benchmarking systems to ensure that we are continually providing the best possible care to our residents. We measure every aspect of our EMS delivery and frequently review our systems to make sure that we are performing at a high level.
The fire department's focus on training that relates to EMS is all about how can we improve on a daily basis. So we have a team of guys who do QA. They're going to look at every call that we run, and whether it's a refusal or cardiac arrest, or anytime we give medications, or there's a customer complaint, those guys are going to look at that call and see if everything was done appropriately. If it wasn't, then we look for areas of improvement. We may bring in a team of guys to talk about that. We'll add that to training.
So I also do cardiac arrest after action reviews. I'll look at a cardiac arrest when we do on our shift and look at times and our skill set and medications and our routine. I'll go over it, sit down with everyone, and we'll have a training class on it, on how we can improve, and we always want to get better.
We really try to set the bar as high as we possibly can. When it comes to training, when it comes to delivering service, to setting to benchmarks. The thing that we look for when we're trying to employ a new paramedic is we're really looking for their ability to deliver customer care. How do they communicate with people?
Excellence every call is going to be the little things. We already provide excellent care, but to the patient, excellence to them is cleaning up after we leave, putting the furniture back in place, making sure that they have a cell phone and charging cord. I know that's not patient care, but those are the small things that patients, especially our elderly patients, appreciates. When we read the surveys, that's some of the things that was on that survey. Locking the door up when you leave and giving them their keys back. Calling a family member, that's being excellent. That's going above and beyond.
We pride ourselves in providing exceptional care, excellence every call. We truly believe in that. And we believe in providing top tier service. Germantown has very high standards. The city as a whole, our command staff has set high standards. My battalion chief has set high standards, and my lieutenant has high standards. We like to work as a team. We don't mind training. We enjoy training. Like I said earlier, a majority of what we do is EMS, and yet we still train on that the most. We have a great FTO program, and we've also been selected to perform studies that most departments around the country haven't even tapped into. One example would be we're doing heads-up CPR currently with an Eligard device combined with a Lucas device to improve cardiac patient outcome.
In early 2020, Germantown Fire Department became one of only a handful of programs across the nation which adopted a neuroprotective CPR bundle of care. This has shown the potential to improve survival among cardiac arrest patients. The bundle of care includes the Eligard Patient Positioning System, a device that precisely and consistently positions patients into a multi-level elevation to support the practice of an innovative new technique known as heads-up CPR. This bundle of care, in addition to rapid response times, the use of automatic compression devices, and highly choreographed teamwork is what sets the Germantown Fire Department apart.
My name is John Kirk. I'm a 30-plus year resident of Germantown. August 13, 2021, I had a pulmonary embolism. I don't remember any of the proceedings, but the Germantown paramedics from the fire station near my home came and did numerous procedures on me. I don't know anything that happened specifically, but what I was told was they used that new technique, and that's what probably saved my life, at least to the extent that it kept me from losing any brain functionality.
Last year we had 9 people to walk out the hospital neurologically intact. That is a win in any EMS division.
The national average for cardiac arrest survival is dismal, less than 10%. Germantown is on the leading edge of sudden cardiac arrest survival rates and surpasses the national average at 41%. In addition, Germantown is the only fire department in the nation to have an accreditation from the American College of Cardiology. The accreditation is a collaborative effort between the fire department and Methodist Le Bonheur Germantown Hospital. The American College of Cardiology recognizes the advancement of cardiac care to the community and sees the fire department as a valued member of the care team.
So what I'd want the community to know about working in EMS is that if you ever unfortunately have to call upon us, that when we come through the whole call in the incident, that you're gonna get the most qualified personnel, and we're gonna provide all the training that we've worked up to and give you everything that we got.
So I would want the community to know that working in EMS is a hard job, but the City of Germantown, we do the best that we can to recruit high-level providers. We're one of the few organizations that put a lot of work into a very stringent interview and hiring process that is usually unheard of in emergency services.
Working in EMS is one of the most rewarding jobs that I have had. And I think the reason for it is definitely not the pay. It is being able to look at the patient's face later on and see them appreciate what you've done for them. Again, it's not about the patient care all the time, it's the small things, the fact that you brought their pillow or covered them up or took care of their keys or their dog for that matter. You know, those small things are monumental.
The fact that the fire department is on the leading edge in cardiac care in our town, obviously to me is very important because my life was saved and I'm here to tell about it. But also for anybody who hears my message that lives here, they ought to feel very comfortable that they're in a town where the techniques and procedures that are being used are the very best care that you can get.